I'm Ashley, and I work at Mozilla, and I lead our campaigns to keep kids safe online. I'm here in San Francisco with Bianca Richelle and her mom, Danielle. You might know Bianca from Instagram or YouTube, where she has 30,000 followers. She's an amazing rapper, dancer, and actor, and we're going to talk to her about her career and how she and her mom work to protect her mental health online. I'm excited for our conversation and really to learn what each of you have gained in knowledge and perspective about this experience online and what we can really convey to others. So let's dive in. Bianca, the first question is, how did you become Instagram famous?
I became Instagram famous like 2015. I performed at the Black College Expo as Beyonce.
All right.
And influencer on Instagram at the time used my video to like make a skit, and it went viral.
Wow, that's amazing. And did you have any concept that that might happen when you did that performance?
Yeah, it was like a shock when I seen it. I was surprised, but it was really funny.
Danielle, where did you go for advice about how to think about how to protect Bianca in this moment?
Well, my husband was in the music industry for a very long time, so interestingly enough, there was a lot of ridicule on social media blogs, just people trolling. So I've always seen it, but it's definitely a different type of shock when your child is being criticized or your parenting is being criticized. So I guess it's just like I knew what we were signing up for by having a social media account. So it was like, okay, I didn't really have anybody to talk to, but I just prior experience, it let me know that this could happen. But I definitely thought kids were off limits for sure.
There are experiences that many parents have with bullying and trolling online. What are some tips that you would give to an average parent who is not the parent of a content creator, but just dealing with these challenges every day?
Well, one thing is I feel like if you're going to let your child have a social media account, I think part of the conversation with them is there are all these things that are going to happen, right, in this space, and like having open dialogue, talking about what they could experience, what kind of people are on social media. Like people could be hiding behind profiles, acting like one person or saying nasty things. So for me, I feel like it's really important to have that conversation, make it clear, and not try to hide that truth, because that's where the big shock is going to come from, or that's how people can fall victim to fraud or just any situations where somebody could be pretending to be someone who they aren't.
Curious, one of the things that we do at Mozilla is really try to hold companies accountable to support parents and kids to be safe online. Do you feel like you used any tools that the companies provided if you had a trolling or a bullying incident?
Yeah, I think a lot of social media platforms got better with it. Like sometimes before, when you used to block people, because there's some people that you just have to get rid of and you can't ignore. But they were able to make a new account and come right back and harass you. But now they've done it where they can associate the IP address, so like they cannot, once they get blocked, they can't recreate a new account. There's also ways, I did put like certain words as a restriction on her comments, so people wouldn't feel comfortable saying certain words. You can have your personal feelings, but like I don't want certain words thrown at her that is nowhere close to the truth. So those were some of the things that I used, but blocking was like a really big thing.
That's really good to know that you've seen improvement. I think there has been a lot more awareness. Mm-hmm. Are there tools, or is there anything that you'd be looking for the companies to do to protect Bianca and teens like her?
You know, don't post where you're at live, because, you know, then somebody can come find you. But it's more of like blocking, like if that could really be something very more protective and like people can't find loopholes, I think that's a really big deal for us.
Before we wrap, I want to ask, do you think that cyberbullying is worse than in-person bullying? If so, why?
I think cyberbullying is worse. Like hiding behind the screen, not showing your face, just typing. It's easier just to say the most hurtful things without them like having to know who you are. Cyberbullying is like, a lot of people can do it, and it's easy to just make a fake account and just go under somebody's post and just say the most hurtful things. And the bad part about it is like, I don't even know, it could be somebody that I know, like a friend, or it could just be a random person, but at the same time, it's hurtful, like those words, so.
What would you want to ask a cyberbully or troll? If you had a chance to be face to face, what would you ask them?
Why are you so mad? Who hurt you? And I mean, when I do see negative comments, if I've responded to them, but I respond with kindness, and normally they just wanted attention and to be seen. And then they're like, oh, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. A lot of them, like I'll say 90% of them back down from their negative comments.
What about you, Bianca?
What caused you to come and interrupt, like somebody's probably like peace, or like they were having like a good day, just say something like that can ruin their day, or like why? I don't get the reason behind cyberbullying or why anybody would do it.
I think that's the question a lot of us are asking, and that anonymity and not being able to engage in those direct conversations really prevents us from understanding how to prevent it because we don't know what the source is. Well, I want to thank both of you. Bianca, I'm so excited about your future. Congratulations on all your success so far. Danielle, thank you so much for being here with Bianca and for all that you're doing. I've learned a lot from you, and I really appreciate you joining us and those of you who are watching.